Welcome to American Firearms Network. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you. We hope you like, subscribe, and share for our new viewers. Thank you. Today's topic is the color codes of awareness. This is important. We're going to talk about it. You guys might be saying, like, I don't need these color codes. It's ridiculous. You know what? It's important when you're with family and a spouse and you all know the color codes. You're just saying that color and everyone is aware of what's going on. So my son said the same thing. You know, come on with these color codes. What, are you kidding me? It's important. You're pinpointing exactly the scenario that the family is in, or you and your wife are in, you and your girlfriend, whatever that situation is. Who came up with the color codes of awareness? It's Colonel Jeff Cooper. He was a colonel in the military, also a famous firearms instructor. And he came up with this, and I happen to like the color codes of awareness. What about you, Instructor Paul?
I love them. I think they're great. I'll be honest with you as well. We're all of us are in some kind of awareness, whether we know it or not.
Agreed. Wow.
And unfortunately, 99% of our population are in code white. They're unaware. They're unprepared.
I never agreed more. It is so true. Why don't you talk a little bit about white?
White,
right?
yeah. People walking around with cell phones, looking at the cell phone, walking around, not knowing what's around them.
Yeah, and what is white? White is unaware and unprepared.
Unprepared, unaware.
Just you're oblivious. You're walking around, you're a mom, you're a wife, you're a husband, whatever. You're walking around, you go into the mall, you come in, you have your shopping cart, you go into the car, you're not paying attention.
You're not paying attention.
You're daydreaming about whatever. And that's the worst code. That's the worst color to be in.
That's the worst code.
Yeah.
And I know, I don't want to hit too hard on us. I mean, none of us want to be paranoid.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to understand that we live in a world today where there's a lot going on, a lot of negative things going on.
You know what? You're right. There's no reason to be paranoid.
No.
Don't be overly paranoid. But like you just said, I mean, look what's going on in this world now. Look how things have changed. The violence and the people's behavior now. It's just a different world than years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and you just need to be a little bit more alert. You don't have to get into a whole crazy paranoid state.
Yeah.
You definitely need to be alert, though. Okay, You can't be oblivious, and you can't be in a code white. The next code is yellow.
Oh.
That's relaxed, but alert. Okay, I try to stay always in a yellow. I'm never in a white. Okay, I'm relaxed, I'm cool, I'm chill, I'm not flipping out, I'm not like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. But I'm alert. I know what's going on. I'm rolling into a gas station, I'm rolling into a mall.
Yeah.
I know, a lot of times in these mall parking lots is when a lot of things go down, right?
Yeah.
I'm paying attention, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I might still be on the phone, but I'm looking around. I'm like, I'm knowing my surroundings, okay? So.
And that's specifically when you're in a situation like when you go on vacation. You go to a different country.
Yeah. Oh,
You don't know, what's around the corner. I'm always making sure that I'm in the yellow code. I'm relaxed, but I'm alert. I know exactly where I am at any given time, and I'm ready to a certain extent. And especially when you go to these countries where you can't carry.
Yeah.
You come to England, you can't carry a gun.
Yeah.
But there are things that you can carry that make you kind of prepared that if it does kick off. So
sure.
It's knowing where you're going. Make sure that you have a plan before you go where you're going.
Yes.
Okay.
Totally agree.
So that's so important.
Next is orange, and that's specific alert. Okay, I hop into an orange every now and then.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'm going into an orange.
Yeah.
My wife will say orange, okay, because you're in a wherever you are, you're in a bad spot. You're out at night. You have to go pick something up real quick. Even in a CVS, Walgreens, you're going out late to get something. Maybe there's 3 or 4, shady people hanging around by the door or by the parking lot. Yeah, that can go into an orange situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Living in England, I was brought up in the time where we had a lot of terrorist attacks in London. We had issues with the IRA. And if you don't know who they are, you can kind of Google it, they'll explain to you. But there was a time in England, there was a lot of civil unrest, a lot of terrorism. And going to work on the underground, on the subway, we were always in orange. Because at any given time, you're on that subway and then all of a sudden you get over the speaker, we're going to have to leave the station straight away. You're going to have to leave the subway straight away. There's been a bomb threat. you know, and everybody got used to it. That's the good thing about it. The government took the people in a certain way where they got used to it. They weren't alarmed, so they knew that when that came over on the loudspeaker, you got to leave what you've got and get out the subway. Everybody done it in a decent manner. There was no stampedes, but everybody knew what they had to do. And that's all about being prepared, okay? So that's important.
Yeah, so it's, like I said before, it's like, I watch these videos and all the time I'm on YouTube and whatever. It's just, you hear the stories and read the stories. People get punched in the face for no reason at all.
Yeah.
New York City, people getting thrown onto the tracks. Randomly, people get pushed onto the tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it seems like it's getting much worse now. You know, with things that are happening with terrorism and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You really need to be aware. These color codes, in my opinion, when you're singing to family members or even friends, you know, you can have this conversation with, you say the word, all of a sudden when you throw an orange out there, people know, wait a minute, this could be a potential situation. Everyone's alert, extra alert, and ready. Okay, you stay in a yellow. Hey, let's stay in a yellow right now. We're getting a little too relaxed here. Let's go into yellow mode. The final color is red, and that is action mode.
Wow.
Okay, red, it's going down. Okay, whether someone's approaching you, your life's in danger, they're going to hurt your child, they're going to do something to you, they got a knife, they got a bat, they got a metal pole, whatever it is.
You're ready to go.
You got to do something, even if you don't have a firearm. You have to figure out a way to get out of that danger, whether it's running, getting your car peeling out of there, or if you have nowhere to go, you're going to have to fight or do something. Okay, so you have the 4 color codes. You have white, you have yellow, you have orange, and you have red. This was created by Jeff Cooper. I'm a big fan of the codes. It takes less talking, less explaining. You say the code, everyone knows what you're talking about.
And let's just remember, guys, we want to all live our lives with our families. We want to be relaxed. We don't want to be out there under constant stress, wondering whether this is going to happen or that's going to happen. That's not how we need to live our lives. But what I would tell you to do is to make sure that you do prepare yourself when you are leaving your home in the morning. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of where you're going to go. You go to the mall. You go to the store. Wherever you go, make sure that you are in a state of readiness. Preferably yellow or even orange. Okay? Be prepared. But please try not to be in that white. Because in white, that can leave you open to a lot of issues. So go out, enjoy your life, live it to the fullness, and take care. And thanks again for being a part of our show.
Thank you.